Hello, this is Manish Patel from the EI Capital Group. Today is September 14, 2011. This is our weekly Ichimoku analysis for the currency market. Sorry we're a little late in doing the recording, but weekend was just tied up with football starting. Anyways, normal disclaimer, this is for educational use only. All charts you're going to see are from Thinkorswim, from TD Ameritrade, TradeStation, or freestockcharts.com. Here are my contact details. You can follow us at Twitter at Ichimoku Trading, or you could access our website, ichimokutrade.com. If you haven't gone to our website, we've gone for a complete facelift. It's a brand new facelift there. We have a lot of free videos there. We also have scanner results, heat maps, and stuff like that now too. So if you haven't been there for a while, please go back and visit it, and you'll see a big change there. Anyways, let's go on and let's start looking at currencies. Let's go start off with the EURUSD. Let's remove these Fibonacci line retracements I drew for some people. And delete them. If you look at the week, remember on the left hand side is basically the weekly time frame. On the right hand side is basically the daily time frame. As you can see, dollar got very strong here on a daily basis yesterday, where the euro dropped, and if you look at it, it's really not doing anything as far as the EURUSD is concerned. We're basically sitting there ranging anywhere from 35.13 to about 1.500, which is a huge range for the EURUSD, and this is pretty much due to everything that's going on in Europe. So there's no trend as far as the weekly time frame is concerned at all. If you look at the daily time frame right now, we have had a huge push, as we talked about this week and last week. We had a huge movement down. It's very oversold right now, so you do need a pullback level. The support resistance levels are 38.92, and the ideal one is about 4,023. So 1.4023 would be the ideal pullback level if it could get there. And then at that point hold its ground. If it holds its ground and then starts making a move to go lower and breaks 1.35000, then we can start trending on a daily basis as far as EURUSD is concerned, but there's nothing really going on as of right now. Time to be patient. Pound USD, if you look at it here, okay, let's clean up the charts a little. Really not doing anything either. If you look at it, just sitting there going back and forth, just consolidating here as far as the weekly time frame is concerned. On a daily time frame, it's right at the bottom of the range right here. As you can see, we reached the bottom of the range today, and it's at 1.5778. Really doesn't mean anything yet. It has not started a trend at all, because we have not confirmed breaking that at all. This could be just a minor stop run to go down and then start going back up to the top of the range, which is roughly about right around here right now. So if you look at it, the resistance levels are basically 61.62, and the support level is 57.78, which is pretty much at there on a daily time frame. Okay, US yen. If we go look at US yen, really doing nothing. We're just kind of hanging around here at the very bottom of the range, doing nothing at all. We may sit there and break this bottom of the range in momentum next week. If we still are here at this range by the end of this week at the bottom, there is going to be momentum to maybe push us even lower, believe it or not. So be very careful there too. And if you look at the daily time frame here, we're kind of just sitting there hanging around. We had a major resistance level of 78 that we can't seem to break through at all, and we will not go higher until we break that 78 level completely. So, you know, we're kind of flirting around with the bottom and breaking the bottom, which is at 76.40, and the resistance, of course, is 78. So we're a 200 pip range that we're in for the last couple of weeks, the last couple of months now for the US yen, and we're really not breaking it at all. We had a little break here with a spike, but that never followed through at all, which is not good. Okay, let's go to USCAD. Let's just go for all the US currencies real fast. If you look at USCAD on the weekly time frame, nothing really going on at all. It's kind of ranging right now. And if you look at the top level here, that's about 1.0058 is the top level. The bottom level is basically 97.15. So really nothing going on as far as that's concerned. If you look at daily here, nothing going on there at all. So we got the two ranges there. So basically the support level is going to be 98.45, and the resistance level is going to be 1.0058. If it could break that resistance level, this thing is going to start a trend to the top side, and does have a potential of going all the way up to 1.0400 and maybe higher. So look more towards the bullish side for the US CAD than the bearish side right now. US Switzerland, nothing really going on due to that big spike to where the government just intervened. You gotta wait for the charts to clear out this big spike. So really, if you're looking at a daily time frame here, you're probably looking for a couple of weeks at least for it to clear out. Ideally, you want this thing to kind of come back to about 83.19 and then kind of see exactly what's going to happen. But you just gotta wait and be patient for this to kind of clear out. And that pretty much applies for all the Switzy pairs due to the huge 700, 800 pip movement that happened with the government intervening. So stay away from the Switzy pairs right now for at least about another week or 2 weeks, and then start looking at the charts to make sure that big spike has pretty much been removed. If you're day trading, then you got one more week to wait for, and then you can start looking at it. Okay? I think we've gone through, let's just go through Australian USD, which is the last one. If you look at it, nothing going on here. Support level is going to be basically par 1, and the resistance level is going to be basically 1.05500. So nothing really going on here. On a daily time frame, this thing is flirting around and going bearish. So there is a high possibility that this thing can sit there and go down to par at 1, and at that point, let's see what's going on. So I would definitely look for it to go par. The more this thing just goes sideways, the more it's giving momentum to the bears. New Zealand USD, if you look at it, this is still trending to the bullish side over here, and it's still intact. The support level is going to be 8066. Resistance level is going to be 8330. So we're basically ranging right now. However, the more we consolidate, the more it is giving momentum to the bears. But I really don't see this thing breaking down for at least another 2 to 3 weeks at minimum. Okay, let's go to Europe now. Let's go look up EURCAD. If you look at EURCAD, really doing nothing at all. We're at the bottom of the range right now in the weekly, which is around 3404, and the resistance level is going to be 3783. If you look at the daily time frame, we pretty much have broken through the cloud here, so the sentiment's now bearish. However, we're oversold, so we definitely need to pull back around to 3783, and then we could possibly start looking at maybe going short or whatever it is. But we got to wait till at least gets back to that level before we could decide on whether to go long or short. Okay, Euro Pound is doing nothing at all. We're at the bottom of the support level, which is pretty much right over here, 85.58, and we're right at a resistance level right now on the daily time frame, 87.07. This is key time for the Euro USD. Right now is basically on the Euro USD. This is do or die for this thing. If it sits there and does not break the 8700 level, then it will sit there and probably start tanking even more. So this is very, very key time right now for the Euro Pound. Okay, let's go look at Pound New Zealand. Just randomly going for some currencies. If you look at Pound New Zealand, the trend is down to the bottom side. Right now it's basically it bounced off a major resistance level at 94.83, bounced off that, and does have a potential of going down. And you could see here on the daily time frame, if it could sit there and break this level right here, 89.76, this thing is going to go down lower 300 pips. Okay, so definitely look for that. The resistance level is going to be at 95.83, so this is a good one to start looking for short to move forward down. A Pound CAD, you could see the Pound CAD is just consolidating, nothing really going on here. On the daily time frame, this does have a potential of breaking down lower if it could break 1.5400. Okay, and that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Speak to you next week.